The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to throw deep for the end zone. The Kansas City defense took to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Back over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's working now.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
This is our time.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Finding Harris over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Campbell making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action with McDonald. He'll rifle this one deep run, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Let's go.
A big play there. 59 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bullshit. Pick his ass up.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. Pick, go get him. Come on. What? Go get his ass.
He'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Colts 20-yard line.
And again it's Mahomes. He's got it.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Chiefs touchdown.
This nigga Mahomes, man, that's ridiculous.
And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball
crazy right there, man. He didn't even throw it to the nigga that was
open.
open.
In this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10. Right now. At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
We'll get you some pairs.
So often, if you're a defender, it's like watching a bad
Get you some pairs.
The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Jones speed is.
Good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Throwing across his body, all type of shit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Come on, man. Somebody get on this nigga, bro.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Crazy.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Let me get there, man.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, he'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost.
Oh, I dove. Man, come on.
Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. This one's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard.
They'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because
hey, what a clock stop.
Gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this?
What a clock stop.
1 miles per hour.
Did he go out of bounds?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They go play fake. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Play action, it's Mahomes.
Go get him, big boy. Go get your star upgrade.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Go get your star upgrade. Go get your star upgrade, my dude.
He's back to throw.
Pick some. Pick some.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
Pick some. Pick some.
And he's just across midfield.
Pick some.
Down at the 49-yard line. Agreed, that's
Oh, shit, defense.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to
Motherfucking Mahomes, man.
The play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Yo.
They'll run on first down.
What happened?
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Oh yeah, bro. It ain't nothing you can do with Watson, bro.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take
Bro, that's like this nigga Mahomes though, bro. It's really nothing you can do with this nigga, man.
Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra
But that nigga, yeah, he got them plays too.
So this one winds up in Indianapolis.
That nigga got them plays too, boy.
Always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did.